to maintain the quotation ME47. So what we did as of now, we created that, we gathered the information, we created the PR, and after that we created the RFQ. Okay, request for
Oh,
quotation and purchase requisition. So purchase requisition creation transaction code is ME51 and RFQ is the ME41. Okay, and maintain quotation is ME47. So what we doing here? So we send our uh, request to our requirement to the vendor. So we are expecting to get the price from the vendors. Okay,
mhm.
correct.
Yeah.
So now let's understand. Let's think about that. We got the prices, different prices. Let's enter the prices different way.
Mm.
So ME47, right? ME47 is the our RFQ creation maintenance. So maintain the RFQ. So before that, let's go to the ME43. So let's see that what are the RFQs we created. So this is one RFQ which we have created for this vendor. So 42. Okay. So let's try to enter the details. Okay. So okay, you can enter that prices and all here. Okay. So and we can see that okay, there is a condition tab. Okay. So there you can enter the all the other details, which is what you require, the details, everything which you can enter. Okay, so either PB00, PBWX which is required. Okay, let's see why there is the RM0000. So there somebody they change the deleted the main condition record, which is the price condition record which is made deleted. So what we can do, we can go to SPRO and the configuration. Let's see why they are deleted. Okay, even if it is deleted, we can include that. So I'm going to the maintain the condition records and price. So now what we are doing here, I'm going to the price maintenance, pricing procedure. Okay, because somebody they deleted the basic pricing procedure, which is like the base price which we are entering. That those details they are deleted. Okay, so let's go to condition records and where is the condition? Okay, here condition to there. In this one, determine the different price determination procedure. Then we can see that here we have the accuracy sequence, condition type, exclusion, impedance, calculation schema result. So we need to check the calculation schema here. So what calculation schema is there? RM0000, which is speaking. So let's go to RM0000. Okay. Now if you see that this okay, somebody they deleted that the base price. Okay, the base price related they deleted. So let's try with that somewhere. We can find something on the PBW or PBWX. Okay, so let's go to P0, P01. Somebody why they deleting standard alone. So let's try here. I have created earlier this one. Okay, so this is there PBW, PBWX. Okay, so now let's do. Okay. Okay, then I'll go back. So let's see what schema determination it is. Price determination for schema and a purchase order. Do one thing, I'll just change that because other people also will get the problem. I'm just copying that what is required. This information I'm capturing here. Around double zero double zero. Okay, so what it we need to do here? Will what information is here? Will get here 01. Where is get here 0179? So will here to this now. Okay, other than that, get here 01 is still here. Yes, now I just added. Okay. So did you understand what I did? So the sum of the pricing condition type, okay, which is like
Yes.
for base price and some calculation and all. Somebody did delete it from the standard one. So I'm just adding that, okay, because we need those information as well. So I'm just added here. So now in the RM00 also I can see the PB00, PBWX and those are also. They're changing the. So now I'm just change the configuration. This as well. This is a configuration for PBW. So what I will do, I'll just remove this one and I'll put the gross price. Okay, time dependent. Okay. Now let's go to back. So I just set up that the whatever it is required. Let's try back. I'll go to back again. MA47. Let's see now it will be captured or not. Still it is not captured. So now it is coming. PBW is coming. Okay. Now I'll just try to enter there. So now it is capturing now. Okay. So now the price which is entering here. So if you the vendor which is they inform that okay boss we are giving some discount or maybe they're saying that some extra charges and all and you need to pay
Mm.
some price charges and all. That's, so all these things which you can enter here the information. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So now the gross price was 9,000, which I entered that price which is 1,000 rupees, but now system is calculating 940.90 because there is a payment terms. Okay, so payment terms which is coming at discount to 3%. So average it is calculating 3% as well. Okay, so the
Okay.
clear, okay, clear.
Yeah.
So how it is calculated? Because in the payment terms, we said, right, within the 14 days if we paid, okay, I can give some 3% discount or something which we are paying. Right, within the 14 days we are paying, then I will get the 3% discount. So the system is calculating that, okay, the maximally the clearance time is 3 days, then I'll just providing that, okay, it is taking the that also calculation and it is showing that okay, the basic price is 1,000 rupees, but effective price wise 970 because 3% discount which is coming. So if you enter the discount something which is like on fixed value or per quantity or per percentage on net value, okay. So then the system will be calculating that also. So now if I see that on 970, again the system is calculating that 10% of discount. 10% discount now finally it is coming like 870. Okay. So the base price will be different and again the different prices are different. Clear? Conditions
Mm.
are clear? Any questions here? If there is any automatic condition price, any pricing automatic price condition which is picking, that means if you remember that we are discussed that MEK1 condition records we are maintaining price conditions, time dependent, time independent. So those cases, the system automatically capturing that. If there is any condition table maintained, then the system automatically capturing that. So wherever there is arrow mark is there, that is that it is possible to capture the automatic. It is possible to capture the automatic. But if you maintain, not maintain, that is secondary again. Okay, clear? Now I'm just saving this one. Okay. Now for this we are maintained RFQ. Then I'll just go for the second material again. Now I'll be enter here. They say something 1200. Some that maybe they saying some 900. Okay. So final price which is capturing after enter that information 900, and it is taking 3% of cash discount, and if you can provide something which is 1% of discount and all, you can enter that information. Okay. If any freight charges is there, extra additionally there is a freight charges are there. So you can enter the freight charges where FRB1, FRA2, FRB2 is there, you can enter. Okay. So these are the freight related. Freight is main delivery cost, which is a transportation cost also. If there is any transportation cost is there, suppose they have said a 2%, then you can enter those 2%. So these are the added, and these are the discount will be minus, okay, and these are the plus, because delivery cost we need to be paid, right? And the discount we will be getting the discount on product. So the same way, you can maintain for the all the product where it is there. So you can maintain all these prices and everything where it is required. You can maintain. Right? Clear? So now I've maintained the three quotations. Okay? Three quotation the prices which I maintained. Okay. Now, what is the comparison here now? What is the price comparison transaction code? Price comparison is me 49. Okay. So me 49 is the price comparison. Okay. So let's go to ME 49. Okay. So if you have the multiple quotation numbers what you want to be compare, you can enter quotation numbers directly. Or if you remember that we have the collective RFQ number which we entered in the quotation level. Okay. If you have that information, you can enter that. Do you remember that ABC-123 is something which we entered here? The header information, if you see that there is a collective number which we entered. So that collective number also you can use for the tracking the all the RFQ numbers. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
If I just enter the collector RFQ number, then I don't need to enter the n number of RFQ quotation numbers, because I have 10 quotation numbers which I sent to the different vendors. So no need to be entered all the quotation numbers. Okay. So now whether I need to be compared, include the discounts, include delivery cost, and determine effective price. So that you can select these three to compare the all the pricing parameters. Okay. So you can see that once I executed that, okay, where I can get the information, that information which is showing, where I didn't get the information, that is it is showing that. So even I have 4 RFQ numbers which is there, but I received only 3 RFQs. One RFQ still I didn't receive. So okay, so one is giving that exceptional log, which is giving that okay, quotation is item not maintained. So didn't get that any information on this quotation. Okay. Now, based on what we get the information from the quotations, which I am comparing and which system is telling that, okay, you can go with 105. This is giving the best price. Okay. And this is very low cost comparing to other one. Okay. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see here it is giving rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. So where you want to be reject the quotation, okay, you can just select that, and there is a checkbox is there, rejection indicator, you can select that. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
So if you rejected this one, then print out, you can see that there is a quotation rejection indicator output type, it is there. So based on this, I can generate output and I can send that information to vendor. First, your quotation is rejected because we got best quotation from other. Okay. The same way you can do for the second one also. Okay. And reject. Okay. So where you can get the output, where we can get the output, where the same ME9 here we can get the output. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this comparison which is completed, now I got the vendor which is the 700042 is the best vendor. Okay. So what you can do the next? So what is my target actually? Okay, because I know the material number, I know the quantity, and I know price, sorry, I know plan, and I know a delivery address and the delivery date also. Okay. Now the finally which I found, which I got the price information and the vendor information also. So to create the purchase orders, so this information is enough, right? So because we got all the information, right? So I can create now PO purchase order creation with reference to RFQ. That means quotation number. Okay. So what is the transaction code to create a PO? PO creation. PO creation transaction code is
Yeah.
ME1.
ME21N.
Yeah. So ME21N is the quotation number. Okay. So now what you can do, ME21N, go to ME21N. Ram, if it is a little bit speed, you let me know. I'll just go slowly. Because this is the basic, right? It's going on speed. Okay. And moreover, it is not much important because nobody will not use these quotations and all. Somewhere maybe because mostly everyone have the fixed vendor. Ram, you are there? Okay. So the quotation number which I need to enter here, the quotation number which I selected, that quotation number I have to enter here. Okay. So what is the quotation number which is selected here? You can see here there is a quotation number which is entered there, that is selected. Okay. So I'm just entering here the quotation number. And the item number I enter. Okay. So based on the quotation number and all these things, which is the information what it is there, it is all calculated. So since we have some quotation source list targeted all these things, so let's go to ME01 source list you have to maintain. Okay. So I'll be going with that. I have maintained earlier, which is with other parameters. Now I'll be going with 702. Okay. I'll just put this one as my regular vendor because I selected this one as my regular vendor. Info card is not maintained. So now I have to maintain info card as well. Okay. Now go to ME11. ME11 is the transaction code to create the info record number. So you, because you selected here, right? You selected the new vendor and you selected the price, everything. So you can create the info record master data level. You can create the master data and you can create the source list and you can create the PO. In case in your client the source list info record is mandatory. Okay, if some cases what will happen, there is no quotation, so there is no source list, there is no info record which is not mandatory. In that case, you don't need to maintain, you can directly create the PO. Okay, so there is a possible of two, both. Either you can go with the info record and source list and create the PO. If there is no info record source list mandatory, then you can go directly PO creation. Okay, because why I'm saying here, tomorrow if you are coming and saying that in my system not asking any error message. Okay, so it depends on the what setup we did. Okay, so you can maintain now because you why the system it is asking here because I set up in the configuration level. the source list is mandatory. Okay. So we'll discuss that point when we are discussing about master data. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just creating the info record number. So info record number, what is the meaning of info record number? We already had a discussion on this one. What is the info record number? What is the meaning of info record number?
For record is nothing but as, vendor assignment for the particular material.
Yeah. So vendor and material and particular purchase organization level, what it is actually. So what information we need, that information we are capturing in the info record number. Okay. Info
Okay.
record data. So now I'm just entering that. Okay. What it is, suppose let's some standard tag code information which is required, what it is there, price information. Okay, so price, what is the price here? 1000 is the base, 1000 is the price. So who is the purchasing group member and condition? Okay, and if you have a quotation number, you can enter the quotation number as well. So I will try to enter the quotation number here. Start from create. Okay, so the info card also which is created, and now source list we need to maintain the source list for this material for this new vendor. So as we earlier we discussed, right? So info record number, okay, source list we can use for the fixed vendor and blocked vendor. All right. So did you remember that? So this is the checkbox. If you did here this checkbox, that means the system is accepting that this period. This is the fixed vendor. Okay. And if you are
Okay.
blocking this one, then the system is blocking the particular period from this to this. The system is not accepting to create any purchase order because this is the block. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now source list info record which is maintained. So okay, I just giving the transaction codes also in case if you are getting problem, you can create. So info record is ME11. Okay, and the source list is ME01. Source list is ME01 and the info record is ME11. Okay. So the table names if you want to see, you can see EINA and EINE. Purchasing data, general data. Okay. And source list will
Okay.
be the EORD table. Okay. EORD table and EINA, EINE table. And anyway, you know purchase requisition tables also, right? EBAN table and RFQ is the EKKO. Okay. And right. Now prior PO also EKKO and EKPO also. EKPO. Okay. Here also EKKO, EKPO. Clear? So now the source list which is maintained, now I will go to create a PO. Sorry. PO creation is ME21N. So I have the quotation number, I'll just enter the quotation number here. Okay, once I enter that information, so this processing somewhere. So when you get this process, this is not somebody they processed already this PO, our system is locked, something. That means you have somewhere you have opened the system. So you need to be come out from the that screen. So this is the most come out from that. No, I don't have anything. Let's go to ME21. Okay, so I will be entering the quotation numbers here. Okay, so the quotation numbers and enter. So once I enter the information, all it is the system is capturing all the information. So my target date is 31st, right? So according to the info record number, what you say, according to the info record number, what you said here, so this is the purchase requisition number. So, okay, anyway, I just opened the purchase requisition, right? I'll show you one thing. Okay, the status now, if you see that, we created that RFQ number, different RFQ numbers, that is updated in the PI. Earlier we have created purchase requisition, right? That purchase requisition, the system will be updated that what follow-up document which is created. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So did you remember that earlier it is like edited mode? So no edit something which is there, right? Option earlier. So there is no not editing. Okay. Now it is RFP created. Okay. So the status when it is changing, the stage will be changed here. Okay. And you can see contact person also. You can see that the details which is what we discussed earlier. Okay. Now as of now we didn't get any stock now. Now go back. Now I'll be show info record number. Info record number we entered that to plan delivery time is 10 days. Okay. So the system is telling that, okay, boss, you said the plan delivery time 10 days, but now now the date will be 31 days. So is that okay, fine or not? So it is giving some warning message. Okay. So can you just check that, can you delivery date met on 02/06/2023? Because you given like 31st, right? The delivery date. Okay. So the system is checking that the dates and all. Okay. So anyway, that's okay. Warning message you can avoid. Okay, just read and avoid that. Okay, if it is error message, then you need to check. Okay, it won't be accept to uh, create a PO. So you know, right? What is the error message? What is the warning message? Just now we got error
Yeah.
message. Source list which is not good. So in that case, you cannot avoid that. But error message, warning message is just giving the message that okay, you are overcome to the process. Something. Okay? Just need to be read and just what necessary actions which is required, you can do it. Now you can see here also the details which is copied from automatically from quotations and purchase requisitions, all this information. Okay, so you can see all this information here. So if you need to maintain the multiple deliveries, like okay, you plan on 31st, right? But you want multiple deliveries, like 31st, I need 500 pieces. First, I need 500 pieces. Like you want to be distribute like different multiple delivery dates, you can enter here. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Now you can also see that the messages here. Okay. So the messages you can see that what output types you are using, what output types you are configured in NACE. That configuration based on that it will be captured. So we check it in quotation, right? How it is coming for rejection, acceptance, and RFQ request for quotation. The same way here also it will be posted. So the transaction code is, what is the transaction code? ME9F. ME9F is the transaction code to generate the output. To generate the output. Okay. Application is EF, purchase order. Okay. So you can avoid now for this, and I'll just go back and see that the other information which is required, other information, delivery, payment terms which I entered there, and what is the currency and what is the exchange rate. The exchange rate is nothing but like a okay. If there is a different currency is there, suppose let's say different currencies are there. Company currency is different and our vendor currency is different. So then the exchange rate conversion will be displayed here. Okay, in case if you are saying that it is fixed at the time of PO, if it is fixed, then at the time of GR also it is fixed. At the time of invoice payment also it's fixed. So generally what will happen, the exchange rate will be vary every day, right? So today if it is the conversion is 80 rupees difference is there for Indian currency and US currency. Tomorrow it maybe it is 81, 82, like it will be increased or it may be reduced also. So it's not constant, but in case in the PO, if you're saying that exchange rate is fixed, then PO, GR, invoice, it is the same conversion. There is no difference. Okay? Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is for the GR messages when you receiving the code where you want to be take the output and all, you can put here GR messages. And other than this one, this is the header conditions. Okay, the price is header condition here. Okay, in case if it is common related, maybe all 10, 10 items are there, 20 items are there. In that case, if you want to be different condition types is for applied for the all the items, then you can enter header information. Okay, in case if it is item level, what you can go, you can close this one and you go to item detail. There also there will be a condition type. So in this condition type, it is especially for the this line item 10. If it is there is any 20, 30, 40, 50 is there, then it will display here. Clear?
Yeah.
Clear? Now, in the header information, let's go to header information. You can see the text if you want to inform to the vendor any header text, okay, any pricing text or any deadlines, anything which you want to be displayed, okay, any rules and regulations, condition, terms of delivery, shipping instructions if you want to maintain that you can maintain. Okay. So this is the white paper. You can write anything. Maybe you have the formula, or you might be have some condition, rules and regulation that will be printed in the output. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the address, so vendor address. Okay, this is the vendor address, and now you can see that our plant address will be shown that down item level, which you can see that plant address will be displayed. Okay, so because plant will come under the item level, each item level, so you can see the different address. Okay, so this address will be captured. Clear? And either it may be plant address or it may be store location address. So in the top communication, our reference, your reference, who is the salesperson, telephone number, that information you can do. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
And the partners, if there is any multiple partners are there for this main vendor, if there is any shipped party, sold party, or maybe sorry, here in this case, in the vendor point of view, we have that billing, who will be paying, who will be a goods shipped, that means who will be the goods supplier, who will be the freight vendor, all these the partners you can enter here. Okay? That we can discuss in the partner determination process. Okay. So additional data, if you need to check, you can check that okay, validity started in that. In case if it is related to some framework orders or some supply office suppliers product or something, which you can create that validity from unfit. Okay. And organizational data, which is like company code, organization, purchasing group, and the status will be showing that whether it is delivered, which is still not delivered, how much delivered it is. It will be displayed here. Okay. And payment processing is okay, this is the down payment related. Okay, if you are planning to pay something down payment and all, you can see that how much payment you have to do. Okay, so down payment accept also to be done. Now coming to the item level, what it is there information. Okay, we have quantity and delivery schedules. Okay? So which I already discussed with multiple deliveries and delivery information, which is like any tolerances are there. What is the tolerance?
Like if some certain percentage there will be a tolerance
Mm-hmm.
of value or
Okay, so there is
quantity.
excess or shortage. Okay, that means
Yeah.
if I order something 100 pieces, but I'm getting a 110 pieces, so the whoever they're receiving the goods, they're not aware about it. What you agreed, right? So if you mention here the over delivery tolerance and under delivery tolerance, okay, you can accept till 10%. Then out of 100 pieces, if I'm getting 110 pieces, okay, till 110 pieces I can accept. But more than 110 pieces, I will not be accept because my tolerance limit is only 10%. Okay. So excess quantity or shortage quantity, what you're getting, that's based on the tolerance you can do. And you can give the shipping instructions, any shipping instructions are there, you can give those shipping instructions. And the reminders, first reminder, second reminder, third reminder. That means after I just sending this PO, acknowledgement, we receive the acknowledgement or not. Okay, whether we are sending that first reminder, second reminder, because ultimately the finally I need to get the stock on time because my customer is waiting, my production team is waiting for this product. So it's responsibility of to follow up to them to get the stock on time. So I'm just sending the first reminder, second reminder, third reminder like that. Okay, clear? And if at initially if you are receiving to normal stock as a normal stock, and that means unrestricted use. Unrestricted use is nothing but like there is no restriction to use. You can use for anything. Okay, that means you can directly send to the production department, you can directly send to the customer. So there is no restriction. Okay, but initially if you want to do some quality inspection, if you don't have the quality management team, quality management module, and you want to do manual quality inspection, then you can select here. The system will directly passing the stock to the quality inspection team, quality inspection area. Okay. Same way in the block stock also. If you find something block, these materials always should go to block stock. Once we did something analysis and reprocessing, then we can move the our unrestricted stock. In that case, you can put the block stock. So basically, we have the three types of stock type: unrestricted, quality, and block. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, any question?
No, as of now.
Okay. Then this planned time and their processing time based on our vendor master card, info card, metal master card, all it will capture. And Incoterm. Incoterm, what do you mean by Incoterm?
Incoterm is transportation condition
Yeah,
between buyer and supplier.
correct. So last time we discussed that whether it will come to the our border area, or it will come to our cargo area, or it will come to the my place or shipment address where it will be captured at the Incoterm. Okay. So this is the if I selected unlimited. Okay. If I'm selected unlimited, then there is no control. You can, if I order 100 pieces, if I get the 2000 pieces, 3000 pieces also, system will accept. There are no restrictions. Okay. And this is invoice tab. Invoice tab is related to invoice, whether the for this PO you need invoice or not. Okay, whether you are doing the GR based review. That means based on how much quantity you received, based on that you are verifying the invoice. Okay, and any down payment categories are there, and tax information, what tax information is there, input tax code and output tax code, that information will be there here. Okay, so there will be 12% tax, GST, CST, central cinema tax, and everything it will be there. Okay, this tax code will be created by finance team. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Now, shall we